Yeah. Oh, there you go. Look, very slightly late start because I was shooting video just before, just finished it in time, then to do a couple things to get ready, and then here I am. With the simple thing is I was making a video for World Martini Day, which is on Saturday. So the video should be edited and live by Saturday. Oof. Shit always takes longer than I think it will. Started getting ready for what is a 5-minute video at like 7 o'clock. And it took like a full hour to get it done. So hello, Megalich and Robot Man Greg, first in the chat. And as it is, I have 2 martinis. Oh, how different the colors coming across. One's made with a red vermouth called Coqui Rosa. One's made with a dark vermouth called Nocturne. So they're quite different drinks. I don't know if it's psychological. The red one, the Rosa, has more fruity notes. The Nocturne's more herbal. It has black truffle in it. Not that it doesn't taste like truffles, not to me at least. Dr. Abigail, I do not have results yet. It'd be very interesting to see when the results come in, because the time I did have COVID. Now I feel 95% plus fine over the course of the day, and I had a nap in the afternoon. I feel fine, but I wake up dry throat, and I think this is actually just a cold, and maybe if I'm really lucky, a very mild one. But I'm just being cautious. Yes, for those that don't know, had these great plans that would have been so much fun to have Dr. Abigail and Nettie and nobody here, pizzas and live stream. But I woke up this morning with telltale symptoms that are possibly COVID. And I thought, well, no one wants to get sick. I don't want to make anyone sick. So I just warned everyone, it's probably not a good idea to come over, because at the very least, you're probably exposing yourself to potentially getting a cold. Young Mr. Hungry did have influenza a couple of weeks ago. I don't know how long that hangs around. And of course, I went out on the weekend. I was around so many people on the weekend, so I could have got exposed to fucking anything. I'm hoping it's just a cold. The place where I got the test done said results within 24 hours. The previous test I had back when I actually had COVID a couple of months ago, the results came in just after 10 p.m. So the results might come in during this stream. The last one I was reasonably sure was going to come back positive, and it did. This one I'm reasonably sure it's going to come back negative. But the place where I got it done had a thing saying they test for influenza as well. So, and that's why I went there for the test, because I thought, being simultaneously tested for influenza would be good. Like I said, I expect the test to be negative because I'm not very sick. So just a cold maybe. And on Facebook, hello, Kyle. How you doing? Sorry. I'm probably going to... There is something slight. There is a very slight congestion here. My throat is very slightly raw. So I think I maybe have a cold. I don't think it's anything more serious than that. I'm hoping it's nothing more serious than that. Holy shit. Young Mr. Angry's 1 year delayed 21st is for Saturday night. And because he turned 21 in the middle of fucking lockdowns last year, so he couldn't have a proper 21st party. So he wanted to have a party this year. He'd be well ticked off if I had to say, well, you can't really have people over because I just tested positive for COVID. Yikes. Kyle, yes, a film festival on at the moment, seeing lots of films. And hello, Salumi. Yes, I'm reasonably sure it's just a cold because, yeah, I don't think it's as serious as COVID or influenza. So, Music Over, you had an hour-long meeting with your boss. She got COVID on Wednesday. Ah, a face-to-face meeting. Shite. Yeah, rats are kind of useless. If you get symptoms for several days, I'd look into a PCR test. Salumi, get plague, shut his party down. Oh yeah, no, he's definitely going to put me into one of the bad nursing homes if that happens. So yes, Kyle's been going to the Sydney Film Festival. Nice. Good for you. Speaking about someone exposing himself to lots of people, I don't mean that literally, but what Kyle does in his spare time is Kyle's business. And if he's exposing himself to people, the police as well. But I trust that he's not doing it in the attracting the attention of the constabulary way. He was literally just being in spaces with other people, which is what I did last weekend, which is where I got this goddamn cold. I'm pretty sure. Salumi been sneezing for 2 days, felt like allergies. Rats negative. Someone wasn't in, no sneezing. Ah, there you go. Someone you work with had a perfume that was triggering an allergic reaction. Yeah, that makes sense. If you're sensitive, there's all sorts of shits in perfumes. So there's a fucking shit ton. I'll show you actually, because so like my drink carts are back where they were, but I had to move some stuff just to shoot the video. So there's like a shit ton of bottles just sit. I wasn't even using them, but there's a shit ton of bottles there that I'd moved to clear some space to shoot a video. You'll notice my computer, it's not mirroring, so that's still on because my script's on that, and I was cheating and reading it. Sulimi, you've avoided colds, flu, and plague for 2 years. Yeah, I actually did have a cold during COVID. And then, of course, I actually got COVID a couple months ago. Carl, look, why do I need to do that? Okay, yeah, dude. If a particularly strapping young policeman wants to frisk you, who am I to say no? That's all I'm saying. Salima, you actually used to have a non-perfume rule, but temps, it's gone out the window. Yeah. That's a reasonable rule. Okay, here's a fucked rule. BHP, I'll never work for them. I interviewed for them once, and the people who interviewed me were a pack of fuckwits. I didn't turn down the job. I was never offered the job. But when the agency said, man, they gave weird feedback. They said weird shit about you. It's like, yeah, I don't want to work for them. And what I found out about since, BHP has this really fucking racist rule about no exotic foods in the lunchroom. I don't know, like some really fucking boring white people complained about Indian food. And so I make a point of like I'm in the office, at most 1 day a week at the moment. But yeah, this week I was in. There's an Indian dude in the office who microwaved his lunch, and it smelled fucking fantastic. And I made a point of telling him that smells great. And then I think he felt guilty. Did you want some? I went, no. I'm just saying I really enjoy the aroma of your food. It's great because people say dumb shit. Music Ava took the day off work, feeling burnout. Yeah, dude, 11 years with no sick days. And no, you need to use up some leave, take some time off, my friend. And yes, see, Salumi, yeah. The one thing I'll get, if someone microwaves fish, I'll be a bit upset about that because that's disgusting. But Asian and South Asian food. Abigail, you set up a grow light for healthier plants. So you've got a lot of light during the day. So no seasonal affective disorder for you because of bright light. So Kyle, you've seen 14 films. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm glad that you're really enjoying the festival because, I mean, festivals are usually good, but sometimes they're meh. So I'm glad you're having a good one this year. Salumi, one of your friends has amazing food. Indian wife's amazing cook. Yes. Yeah, okay, you agree. No microwaving fish. Microwaving fish is fucked. But yeah, Asian, Indian food, fucking great. Yeah, no, Kyle, I'm still really iffy about being in closed rooms with large groups of people. Particularly if I end up being sick in the next couple of days, I'll be in a very shitty antisocial mood. Sulimi, reheated mushroom risotto. Nice. And they asked you for the recipe, but you just cook by heart and eye. Broadly, that's what I do too. It's like, I want to put some of that in and some of that in and some of that in. Whereas my offspring, they do meticulously following recipes. And it's great when they cooked. Salimi, yes, people generally. That's what we're iffy about. Kyle, that's an interesting one. Online myth. There you go. Icy Saracen, I don't know. I have symptoms and I had a PCR test earlier. I have no results yet. I'm reasonably confident the results will be negative. Much as when I actually did have COVID a couple months ago, I was reasonably positive the results were going to be negative. Now, so I've had 3 COVID vaccinations. I had COVID and I've had a flu vaccination. So I think it's really, really, really unlikely that I've got influenza or COVID. I think it's a cold. I was around so many people on the weekend. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Greg, tinned fish in a small room. Yeah, you don't even have to microwave it, actually. It's not great. So Megalich used to make 2-minute noodles, add pungent flavored tuna. Smelled great. Yeah, I mean, in your own home, yeah. Work, I don't know. So Salimi, if you make something new or cultural food, yes, that's the thing. Yes, when you make it new, and again, if it's a very particular cultural food, follow the recipe to say, okay, that works. And then I love your phrase, cook by eye and heart. That's beautiful. Okay, Dr. Abigail, you like to smell a fish, tinned or otherwise. I just thought of a terrible line, which I'm not saying. Miguelich, you did it at work. Oh, damn. So Icy Saracen, influenza. Yes, okay. We had like no influenza here in Australia because of the lockdowns. Bad influenza season this year. Wow, you're out for 1.5 weeks. Yeah, no, I've heard the influenza strains going around will really fuck you up. Yes, Megalith, am I the asshole? Depends. Salimi, what's that? Nongshing ramen, little added sauce, herbs, veggie, smells good, no effort. Nice. Optical turkey, you love fish. Concur when microwaved. Yeah, microwaving's bad. And thank you, Dr. Abigail, for getting my very crass innuendo that I was incredibly oblique about. You still get my incredibly crass bogan innuendo. Salumi, I think we've all got horrible flu. Like, it's quite worrying. Oh, see, Megalich, if no one complained, I think it was probably a pleasing aroma. Thank you, Salumi. That's the mature thing. Ignore the innuendo. But we'll see. Man, I fucking love martinis. Have I mentioned that? And yeah, I cracked out some of my unusual vermouth. That was with the it's just here, Cocchi Rossa. Okay, weird cocktail nerdery trivia. Anyone who knows or is even obliquely aware of the James Bond martini order, the Vespa? He says 3 parts gin, 1 part vodka, half a part Quina Lillet. Quina Lillet is not made anymore. The same makers have an aromatized wine called Lillet Blanc, which they say is the same. Other people say it isn't. Some people say a vermouth made by these people, Cocchi Americano, is a better substitute for Quina Lillet than Lillet Blanc. That is their Koki made aperitivo made with a red wine base. So it's got fruity notes. Very nice. Makes a great martini. So Kyle, you started TikTok. FOMO love. I don't have TikTok. I tend to see TikToks, repurposed on Facebook or other social media. So yeah. Oh no, Salumi. Opie played with new earbud case. Can't find a new earbuds. Oh god damn it. Yeah, cats. What are you going to do? Mimsy's taken to demanding to jump on my lap when I'm having meetings. No other time, just when I'm having online meetings. Fucking shithead. So the whole case is missing. He can't open it, search the house, guessing when you move. Oh my god, well, you'll have a spare set of earbuds somewhere down the line. That's ridiculous. So the other out there vermouth I use, this one, this is an Australian one, Maiden Eye, who make great vermouth. This is called Nocturne. I bought this because it sounded interesting. They really revel in Australian uniqueness. The little scroll, it says Land of the Contrarieties. So, okay. Because I'm old, if I put a torch on this, I'll be able to read the small writing. So, oh yeah, Kwandong, which, okay, these are all the, hey, look at that, special. Native Australian botanicals. Kwandong, Desert Lime, Muntry, Ryeberry, and other native species. So they've taken an Australian wine and mixed it with a bunch of native Australian botanicals. Those ones I mentioned, some others, and including, so they say, Nocturne combines mature wines from central Victoria with Antipodean botanicals plucked from sleeping eucalypt forests and black truffles unearthed from the Victorian soil. So they've used mature wines and a bunch of Australian botanicals to create a really, it is bitter, but a little bit of that with a vermouth, with a fucking gin, I should say. Fucking killer martini. So Salumi, most unhelpful comment, a friend asking why you didn't put tile tracker on them. You weren't actually expecting your fucking cat to hide them. Oh yeah. Also, tile trackers, creepy. Has anyone heard the stories about fucked up dudes at bar? And it's not even like vengeful exes. It's just random fucked up dudes dropping tracking tiles in like women's bags and stuff at bars to find out their home address. It's fucked. At least Apple has a thing. You can do a thing if you have an iPhone that will tell you if there's a tracking thing near you. Carl, you want to join? What is? I don't know. We're having a great chat. I think it might be a good night to open it up. Is anyone up for Angry Bunch tonight? I'm just going to get my next drink ready while everyone considers that. Who's up for Angry Bunch? I just have organized some stuff off camera. All right. So this is what I'm going to drink next. It's one of my barrel-aged cocktails from a while back. It's very strong. So I'm just sitting it on ice so it dilutes a bit. Bumfuggers, hello. And yes, Kyle, I know I do have to put the link on Facebook as well. Salumi's about to run away. That's fine. I really enjoyed the interaction. You were allowed to run away. And in fact, if Kyle's the only one who wants to join, I think we'll have a fun conversation anyway. But anyone else wants to join, let me know and I'll put the link in there. But let me see. I'm just getting the link. Oh, shit. No, what the fuck? Sorry. Got to do this. Okay. Lucky I'm not too drunk because it was a little bit of a struggle, but I remembered how to do it. Just for a moment, I was confused. Oh, nice. Abigail wants to join. So anyway, links. Linksies. I got to finish my second martini. It's pretty strong, honestly. Kyle, what's happening? Oh, there you are. Are you there? There you are.
Hi.
Initially, it was like saying you're not connecting. Bumfungus is asking, I'm not too drunk. I've only had 1.5 martinis. So I don't know, about 3 ounces of gin so far, which is enough to get me pretty white girl wasted, honestly. So.
I mean, you white girl wasted is just a general fucking Thursday, to be honest.
I know, that's just me. Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
So yeah. Look forward to the next
I'm not
one.
wearing my glasses.
This one's gonna
So you're
push
a
me
little bit blurry.
That's a whiskey and rum cocktail. It's very boozy, which is why I'm sitting on the plants. Nice.
I've set up grow lights and more plants. My garlic was dying, so I put some grow lights up.
Nice. I just actually Costco, because I've been a Costco member forever, and I'm actually probably not going to be anymore because I don't see any point. There was a period where I'd go to Costco and buy heaps of shit, but because of COVID, I haven't been there in a year, and it said your membership's due for renewal. And I went, yeah, I'm probably not going to do it. But I still get their emails, and they were advertising grow lights and also really fun thing,
cool.
raised gardening beds. I love the stuff they advertise. It's very interesting. Oh, that's cool. I'm not buying it, but it's kind of cool to see the product exists.
Yeah.
There was
I've got another one here.
Ooh, what's this?
It's just an LED grow light. And that's all it is. It's just an array of LEDs at that emit light at different wavelengths in different patterns.
Nice.
So yeah, that's all it is.
So Bumfungus. No, Abigail just grows garlic. That's all.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just my setup is just like one light at the top of my roof.
Oh yeah, no. Currently, I'm just in the kitchen with just like nothing fancy here. But yes, Mega Leech.
Nothing
every now and
fancy
then.
here.
Kirkland
I literally do not have anything to hide with my plant setup.
It's actually
all above
legit.
board. It's all legit legal plants. Like it's just veggies and houseplants.
Yeah. Just excuse us if we want to make innuendo about garlic.
It's fine. Garlic.
Oh God, I remember way back when I went to uni in Bathurst, Deep Jack Bathurst. First year I lived at my sister's place, and they had a greenhouse in the backyard. And I looked at one point, they had all sorts of plants growing, and I went, "My God, it looks like you're growing weed in there." And I actually thought it was tomato plants, big fucking leaves. And she went, "Don't be so." And she gave me a book of herbology and said, well, this is what we're growing. And there's this thing saying all its health benefits, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, also known as cannabis. And I went, oh, she is growing weed and she doesn't want me to say it out loud. Okay, cool.
Yes. Also, I'm also growing tomatoes in the kitchen grow light.
Yeah. It's kind of because the leaves are vaguely similar.
Yeah. But they smell completely different.
That they do.
I've also got something called cat mint, which it's mint that's safe for cats. I've got the internet right in front of me. I should look up if it's anything.
Do cats like it, or is it just not toxic to them?
Cats like it.
Yeah.
Cat mint.
Coincidentally, neither of our cats like catnip, which is a source of disappointment to me because the idea of stoned cats I find hilarious.
My cat doesn't like catnip, but Will's cat does. But he doesn't. He's too big, and doesn't like. He would have to eat so much to get stoned off of it.
Yeah,
and I've seen him eat it like fresh catnip, and he just sits there and mellows out. It's pretty cool. My cat will go crazy over cat grass. She'll just eat cat grass until there's none left, and it just doesn't do anything. But cat mint is extremely blah blah blah. It blooms in early summer. It's I'll just read it.
Yeah. So you say,
sorry, I should say.
Sorry, Carl.
I should say while I'm like doing this, I'm like also like deep in like producing a film. So my brain's just like, I'm here, but I'm also trying to like find ways of getting money.
Multitask, bro. Multitask.
I'm from the mindset of like Tabitha Coffey, who like says that nobody can multitask, because if you multitasking, then you're not having 100% on one thing.
Well, that is an apt observation. Yeah, that's so. Yes, okay. But what I mean is, possibly not multitask, but if you are attention flipping, that's fine. If your attention's totally absorbed somewhere else, that's fine. And when you feel like it, flip the attention back here. It's all good.
Exactly right.
Yeah. So yes,
I was also using it as a way of shamelessly self-promoting to be like. I want to use it as a way of shamelessly self-promoting the fact that I'm working on a short film.
Do it. Okay, not that you're reaching the world here, but I am big on celebrating the achievements, whatever they are, and you are working on a film.
And hey, who knows? It might even make me travel to Melbourne next year.
Hey, that's the thing.
I might go to Melbourne International, Melbourne Queer. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
The deal with cat mint is that it often grows alongside catnip.
Oh, there you go.
And it's a very hardy plant that grows in difficult soil and is drought resistant. So yeah, and it has there's many varieties with different color flowers. So and I have noticed that it grows really quickly. I have had to prune some of it back to allow some of the actual catnip to grow, and some of the cat grass, because I've got these 3 plants growing all in one big large pot.
Yeah,
and I've had to recently prune some of the cat mint back, because it's just gone gangbusters.
Mints generally can be quite explosive in their growth. Mrs. Angry grows some, sort of traditional mint, which is doing okay at the moment. And I think it was Korean mint, which was a different one, much bigger leaves than the mint you're used to, and had that great mint thing. But there's also a slightly more savory herbal element than traditional mint. It was very good.
Okay.
Optical Turkey, your older brother's film industry, won a bunch of cinematography awards. Fucking brag, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
And hello, Kirsten.
Hi, Kirsten. So mints and catnip, they're all catnip is a type of mint, and they're all related.
I didn't realize
mint,
that.
Cat mint and catnip, they're all in the same family of plants.
There you go. And cheers, Kirsten. Oh, I did, but you won't be surprised to learn, Kirsten, I did order my good whiskey from Archie Rose. And just for fun, seeing I was ordering, Archie Rose make a range of bottled cocktails. They had what they recommend, a mulled gin cocktail that you can have hot or cold. I've got it for winter, man. I've got it to have hot. So I don't think it will be here for Saturday night, Abigail. It's probably next week. But somewhere in the future, because we were talking about mulled wine or whatever, I think heat up this gin cocktail to have a mulled gin cocktail.
What is mulled? What is that? Is that just heated?
And with spices, things like cinnamon and things. But yes, mulled is heated. And yes, Kirsten says the spice gin is banging. So there you go.
Well, speaking of gin, I've got a bit of summertime left. I'm going to fix myself a drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Lover Made Amazing Sidecar. That was one of my early favorites, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago when I was getting seriously into cocktails. Opened the door that said, oh, I never knew I liked brandy, but I was out somewhere and there was a sidecar on the cocktail and I tried it and was like, hell yes. And so now I make sure to have brandy. I love, yes, Kirsten, you did see my name on the list because you're a creep. That's and that's fine. Creep on it. But yes, I am looking forward to that. A blend of a single malt and rye whiskey. I am super intrigued, and I've made space on my drink cart, aka I drank a bunch of whiskey and emptied a bottle, so there's now space. Same as where gin last weekend for World Gin Day. Mrs. Angry and I went to Brogan's Way for their special gin cocktail nibbly pairing event. And I wanted to get their passion fruit gin. So I made sure that I'd finished another bottle of gin that I had on the shelf. So there was space. So I could buy another bottle and fill it in. But again, that passion fruit gin rocks. I made a sour with it and I made an old fashioned with it. And they were both fucking great. I might make a sweet martini with it one night. Have that and some sweet vermouth. Because that's how Mrs. Angry likes. Through a lot of experimentation, we worked out the way Mrs. Angry likes a martini is 50-50 with sweet vermouth, which I've also seen called the cocktail Gin and It. It as in Italia, as in Italian vermouth. But I tend to use Australian vermouths because I'm very parochial. Oh my God. Okay, this is, oh, fuck yeah. Sorry, this is my barrel-aged Woodson and Ford cocktail, which is a whiskey and rum cocktail. And it's fucking great. What are you drinking, Kyle? Something more healthy than what orange. I actually juiced some oranges. I'd had some orange. This is my world. Why do you have oranges in the house, Angry? So I can use them. So I can peel the orange, and because I love, particularly in whiskey, you'll see I've chucked the orange peel in here, particularly in whiskey.
Yeah.
I love, and the fun thing is, Mrs. Angry makes herself a hot chocolate in the morning because I'll finish this tonight, and there'll still be some ice, and there'll be the orange peel in there, and the ice will melt overnight, so the orange peel will be sitting in water, and the water will have a faint echo of the cocktail I was drinking. So Mrs. Angry will just pour that into her hot chocolate in the morning. So she gets an orange and really, really slightly echo of boozy flavor in her hot chocolate. And it's great.
She goes to work and she's like, ugh.
Yeah, it's 0.01% alcohol, but there's just that little aroma. There's that little flavor in there, which is really nice. Orange and just really slightly boozy.
I was gonna say, Angry, if you don't feel comfortable, which I feel like a lot of people are feeling a bit uncomfortable about going to the cinema. It definitely feels like that in regards to Sydney Film Festival right now. But you should absolutely look at doing. They do an assortment of the not the whole program, but an assortment of the program for MIF Online, which is how I'm gonna do.
I will check it out. Holy shit! Okay. I'm just penciling this in. This is maybe something we can do. If you're doing MIF online, I might do some MIF online. Mm-hmm. And then if you're up for it, we can come on a stream and do some reviews. What do you think?
I'm down.
Okay.
When is MIF again? I need to work
I
out.
don't know. You're the film guy.
I know. I think it's definitely in August. I just want to check what date it actually is. 4th to the 21st. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, again, pencil it in. I love that as an idea. If we both watch some
No,
of them
I'm
online,
down.
yeah.
I want to see if I can. I need to get in. You do remind me of this because I need to email the festival to get put onto their publicity list, but also I'm going to interview. I'm going to interview some of the filmmakers.
Okay, cool. Fuck, dude, if you make friends with someone and they want to come on stream, we'll do that too.
Well, no, because I have my radio show, so
but
it would just be really fun to already have that established thing.
Yeah.
I just don't know, because I really have only made a lot of connections with Sydney-based festivals, but the idea of branching it out and getting access to some bigger festivals would be really amazing.
Okay, well, put a pin in that. That's a concept for later in the year. But
Yeah.
Okay.
They are doing some good films, by the way. Like,
oh yeah, no, I expect there will be some good films.
They're playing Goran's film as well. He's playing his 2 films.
Okay.
I have returned.
Oh, I just noticed your whole getup. It's you almost in the Lesbrarian outfit tonight. looking very swish. I'm loving it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Again, I'm really disappointed that you and Nettie and nobody aren't here. But I felt when I woke up this morning, it was the second morning I woke up going, I'm not sure. So I felt the idea of me making other people sick, I feel really guilty. So I had to tell everyone it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Come on.
All good. Save it for Saturday, I think.
Yeah, I think so because I'm sure the results are going to come back negative. But it's funny, only my second PCR test, and the dude just what was funny, people who got it done definitely in the first 6 months of the pandemic, they were like, when they got the nasal swab, they go, "Oh my god, they're scraping my fucking brain." It goes. I think they all learned they don't need to stick the swab in as far as they were sticking it in, and the thing because he did the throat, and it was kind of like, and then each nostril, and it tickled, but it wasn't bad. But people who had PCR tests in the first 6 to 12 months were just going, "Oh, fucking god, that was fucked. What was that?"
Yeah, it was awful. But the throat swabs just are the worst for me. Because I have just like the strongest gag reflex.
Yeah.
Imaginable. Think of that what you will.
I made a video.
Innuendos aside.
No, the innuendos are never going to be aside. The innuendos are
well, I'm not into that. So, I mean,
I know.
Never say never.
I had I did a video ages, and I mean such a long time ago, with my friend Damie. And I think I found what the fuck was that? Sorry. Where she played a Paris Hilton character.
Okay.
What?
And we had a joke about gag reflex in there, and the dude today did the thing with the throat and then each nostril, and it was just like, okay. And then he went away, and I went, okay, now I'm going to sneeze 10 times in a row. And it was just because he just went in there, and I just held it in until he went away, and it was a drive-through test center. So I just put my window up and then just sneezed for about 30 seconds. And I went, okay, I'm good now. I can go home. I'll play this because Damie is fucking hilarious. This is only a minute and a half. I'll just play it. And I'll switch my mic off because we get weird echo, I think, if my mic's on. So let's do that. And we'll do that and that. Okay. And
Hey guys, it's Paris here. This is my old dog's collar, and like, it was under the car of some guy, and I was like, "Are you alright?" And it wouldn't say anything. Stupid dog. So I got a new one. This is Pokey. So sad. Doesn't fit. This thing doesn't fit this one.
Damie, what are you doing?
Who's Damie? I'm Paris Hilton.
Oh, you're being Paris Hilton.
No,
Okay.
I am Paris Hilton.
Yeah. I was just thinking of all the I don't know how to put this apart from to say Paris is not Asian.
Not Asian.
No.
That is like the racist thing I've ever heard in my life.
What? But
That is just racist. If Jake Gyllenhaal can be fucking Prince of Persia guy, how come I can't be Paris Hilton?
I
Like,
guess.
who do you think you are? That is just so racist. I'm like, my respect for you is down.
I'm sorry.
I don't even want to look at you.
It's not meant to. Oh God, you're not angry. Oh God,
I'm angry.
you don't know martial arts, do you?
I was like a racist. So racist. I know, okay. An asshole. You understand.
that wasn't the gag reflex one. That was just angry makes racist stereotypes.
See, there's something like I actually really I sometimes feel like, I mean, look, I'm a pop culture person here, and I sometimes feel like people really undervalue people like Paris Hilton stuff, because I do think Paris Hilton was so ahead of the curve with people like her and people like Tom
Yeah.
Green, like people like that who were so accustomed to trying to be disruptive and push a lot of the mainstream focus when there wasn't social media. And I just like, not this is not a criticism of that video. I think that video is so fucking funny. But I was just curious about like,
No,
I just think there's a,
I agree with you. I think Paris Hilton is underrated. I think
yeah,
people fell for the fact she was playing a character, and they were just going like, "Oh yeah, she's dumb," and it was like, no, she actually preconceived the character and built a whole career and made a shit ton of money doing stuff. And she played the people who thought she was stupid, I think.
yeah, no, 100%. She absolutely she's a really interesting and I think I mean, people are gonna say, well, then, like, what about people like Kim Kardashian? I was like, well, Kim Kardashian made it big because of a fucking sex tape. And I understand that she's been able to.
But that's how the whole Kardashian empire started.
Yeah,
She made
and
a
look,
sex
I
tape
understand
with
there's
fucking Kanye.
there's an argument of brand longevity that the Kardashians have had through the fact of like going from a sex tape to a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah,
Of their own sort of,
which is
making.
wild. It's
Yeah, no, totally she is. But she was created on a sex tape. So
Yeah.
I just think like,
'Cause
you know,
Kim was Paris's personal assistant. That's right, isn't it?
yeah, no, a personal assistant or
Something
makeup
like that?
artist.
Makeup
I
artist.
think that-
But she worked for Paris Hilton.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah. And then made a sex tape fucking Kanye. And which was just
No, not Kanye.
Was it not Kanye? I thought it was
No,
Kanye.
it wasn't Kanye, it was Ray J.
Oh, okay. See, I am so not in the pop culture. There you go.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
So Ray J was a rapper.
Yeah.
A rapper and a.
You
like,
can
an
call me
actor.
Ray, or you can call me Ray J. Yeah, sorry, it's not.
Yeah.
I
But
still
also,
don't know
how
who that
many
is.
years ago? That was like 15 years ago, 20 years ago. How long ago was that? Oh, so you know,
2005.
There you go. Bumfungus has his finger on the pulse. The sex tape was about a decade before Kanye. So
Yeah, I
it's like-
know.
See, I'm not up with it. So, but that's okay. The whole thing is very funny. Like people famous for being famous is a whole thing. And broadly speaking, I try to avoid watching celebrity sex tapes because at least half the time they end up in the public forum without the participants' agreement. I think Kim Kardashian doesn't fall under that. I think she wanted that out there. Oh my God, Colin Farrell. Does anyone know the actor Colin Farrell?
The iconic man behind films like In Bruges and SWAT.
Yes. Oh, In Bruges is a great film. I love that film. But there was a sex tape of him from, and again, this was 10 or 15 years ago at least. But I think I saw it and I think.
Well, no, Colin Farrell was not very well 10 to 15 years ago.
Yeah. No, I think he wanted this sex tape out there because the majority of it was him going down on the woman in question. And I think he just wanted out there like, yes, ladies, I will please you. So I think he wanted the sex tape out there because he's like, ladies, I'm all about your pleasure. So I'm just throwing it out there. I think Colin Farrell wanted his sex tape out there.
No, I mean, Colin Farrell's an interesting one, actually. I mean, I remember, I think the first time I saw Colin Farrell was actually in SWAT, which was like a perfect like action film from 2003. And it was, I mean, very interesting to see. Yeah. But he was like Robert Downey Jr. He was just not okay for a period of time.
Yeah. So I'm just looking up his IMDb.
Have you seen? He's in The Lobster, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the lead in The Lobster.
That movie fucks me up. That's so.
Yeah, that's a weird movie.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Yorgos is a weird director.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah. He's got like him, Peter Strickland, all come from this kind of very weird vibe of just strange avant-garde cinema.
Yeah. So I'm looking at his filmography on IMDb. He was in supporting roles. Probably his last big supporting role was Minority Report, where he's a supporting role to Tom Cruise. 2002. He was the lead in Phone Booth. He was the equal lead in The Recruit. He was in Daredevil. He was in SWAT in 2003. You scroll through In Bruges is 2008. I fucking love that film, quite honestly. He was in
I think I might be going to see his latest film tomorrow. Not Colin Farrell, but the director of In Bruges.
Oh, okay. So I'm looking where. Oh, I say I have not yet seen The Batman. He's the Penguin. In the Batman.
He is, but you cannot recognize him.
Yeah, no, I've seen I know what he looks like in it. I'm just waiting till it's free on streaming services, which it's got to be soon.
That'll be a while, buddy.
No, it's got to be soon. I don't know, but
the thing right now is a year. So there's. I don't know if it's an actual like a gentleman's agreement or whatever, but basically it's like what is kind of happening now.
Yeah.
If a film is outside of if a company doesn't have a pre-existing relationship with a streamer, which is what's being created right now, the window I believe is a year.
Oh, it varies between. I think it literally. I think you're right. I think it varies between 3 months and a year.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of variables that make that up. I was looking. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 films. No, sorry. He's got a film called 13 Lives, which is apparently being completed but not released yet. Then there's a film called The Banshees of Inisherin, which is in post-production. Apparently, he's still working on an untitled Batman spin-off. Penguin will reappear. And there's another film called Love Child announced. So apart from after Yang, I saw a trailer for that. I haven't seen it, but it's a weird film with like a personal assistant robot thingy. And Heidi Ho Annette, how are you doing tonight?
Hi, Nettie.
Now it's just turned.
Oh God, 13 Lives is actually a Ron Howard film.
Oh, there you go. We're just in a Colin Farrell appreciation stream at the moment. Okay, he was a voice in Dumbo. What was the last? Christ, we have to go back to the last film. Oh, yeah. No, literally, probably the last film I watched that had Colin Farrell in it was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That was 6 years ago.
God, I'm
That
sorry.
was 6 years ago.
Jesus.
I haven't watched. He's made a bunch of films since then, but
What was he in that?
The Gentleman. The Gentleman was in 2019, which is 3 years. I actually really enjoyed that. Was a Guy Ritchie film, and I actually really enjoyed it.
I
Guy
went to
Ritchie
see
film-
Guy Ritchie's, one of Guy Ritchie's latest films with a friend, and I just remember going out of the cinema going, we just basically looked at each other and went, we need to go home and have a cold shower.
Yeah. I kind of like
I'm-
about half
Yeah.
of Guy Ritchie films. I like half of Guy Ritchie films, and the other half you look at them and go, the fuck, dude? What the fuck was that?
I went to see Wrath of Man, the one about what's his name?
That's
like,
fucking. What's his name? He's the same in every movie.
yeah. What's his name again?
Shit.
Fucking bald head, really cockney.
Way back to Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah. You know who I'm talking about. Not
Yeah.
Tom
Oh
Hardy.
God. But we're both blanking on his name.
Yeah, we're both blanking on his. I can see his face.
But he's the same in every movie.
He's the same in everything. And
It was like
annoys me
another
so much
movie
in this
where he
film.
fucks people up. He just goes around and kills a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Guy with bald head in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Let's see.
What? Who's the main guy in Wrath of Man, Abigail?
And
I have
he's in
no idea.
So Kirsten's
It's not
gonna head off.
Jason Statham, is it?
That's
Yes, it's
the
Jason
one.
Statham. That's who we're
the
talking
one.
about.
Okay.
Yeah. He's
Oh
really.
God, Kirsten's trying to fix her dishwasher, and both Mega Leech and Bumfungus got Jason Statham at the same time you did, Dr. Abigail. And Kirsten, did you? Yes, Jason Statham is literally, and it cracks me up. He is the same in every movie.
He's the same
It's
in every
hilarious.
film you watch.
It's hilarious.
I thought you were talking about Vinnie Jones for a bit.
No, Vinny's a bit different. Yeah.
Hey, I recently watched a TV show. It's a comedy musical called what the fuck's it called? Fuck. It's gonna bug me now.
Yeah.
It's a
You can
recent
look it up.
one.
But
Yeah, it's Gallivant.
Okay, I
it's
haven't heard of that.
It's a comedy musical, very self-aware, medieval show, and it constantly making jokes about anachronisms.
Okay. Yeah.
And out of place jokes.
Okay.
But he's in it.
Okay.
Vinnie Jones
Right,
is in
yeah.
it. And he's like a drama actor in it. It's awesome.
No, Vinnie
I
Jones
highly
is-
recommend the show. Highly recommend the show. It's really funny. lots of cameos from various celebrities. But
Probably
it's
my-
it's from 2015, so it's not.
Okay, so it's been around
It's
for a
only
while.
two. Yeah, it's 2 seasons. It was fun. Yeah.
I think probably my favorite Guy Ritchie film is Snatch, and Vinnie Jones is particularly funny in that as Bullet Tooth Tony. He is very funny in that, and honestly, I probably like less than half of Guy Ritchie's films. I do like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Snatch is probably my favorite. I do like The
Snatch was
Gentleman.
good.
The Gentleman was quite good. Oh fucking hell! Brad.
Even
Pitt.
the Sherlock Holmes films were pretty good.
Oh yeah, they're entertaining.
I haven't seen the second one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember
they're
seeing the
entertaining.
first one at the open air in Sydney, and it was quite fun. Like, it was quite
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
I
probably have a
Guy
bit of a-
Ritchie's Sherlock Holmes is good.
I mean, I probably, since I've really just started completely getting into the whole world of film festivals, that I will probably look at a film like that and go, like, it's probably really shit. But, but like, because I can tell you, Andrew, that like the films that I've seen in the past like 2 weeks there've been some, but I've just been completely in awe about, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I can highly recommend, if anyone's gonna see it in August. I got to see Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, which is Emma Thompson's new film with Sophie Hyde.
Okay.
It's
I'm
really
a Emma Thompson fan. Yeah.
no, she's so good in it, but the film has this really interesting discussion around female sexuality, older women's sexuality, and also this kind of really interesting discussion around this film being 90 minutes of almost demystifying and humanizing the idea of sex work, which I really enjoyed.
Okay.
And it ends up in a really beautiful moment of, and it was just weird watching this, because I watched this in a cinema of like 1,000 people. This film. God knows again how I don't have COVID yet. It's crazy. It ends in such a beautiful, and I'm not going to spoil it, but it ends in such a really beautiful moment where you're just kind of like going, this is an older woman doing something, and it is a completely fearless act, which it shouldn't even be fearless what she does, but in this kind of way,
it's a thing. Yeah.
but what she does after Leah exits the hotel room, because it all plays it pretty much in a hotel room in a hotel. No, thank you, nobody. I'm absolutely gonna knock on wood. It's just been interesting that I've seen like 14 films and like no one, like we've been very safe. But the end of this film, when the sex worker leaves and Emma Thompson's just there by herself, it is one of the most interesting, beautiful moments. And you're just sitting there going, whoa. It all kind of really puts into the perspective. And I think it's a really well written film by Sophie Hyde.
Oh, that sounds good. Also, I'm going to throw out Kirsten recently saw The Gentleman, enjoyed it. Yeah, I think my top 3 Guy Ritchie films, Snatch is my favorite, and it's probably a line ball decision between Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and The Gentleman. They're both good. Yeah, I love that, Dr. Abigail. You're playing with a pop-up there. I love that. So yeah, the whole Safa, hi, by the way, bro.
Well, I'm usually found playing with the bottom. The whole my joke in the description of this stream about
plans are for the times, because literally yesterday we had planned. Dr. Abigail, nobody, and Nettie were all going to be around here. We were going to do pizza. We were going to do stuff. And then I woke up this morning and went, and I went, okay. We're on the Discord going, yeah, you probably shouldn't come. I'll make you sick. I'm still waiting. I had a PCR test today. I'm waiting to see if I test positive for COVID or influenza. Honestly, I'm 99% sure the test will be negative. Because you can see me, I don't seem sick. I don't feel sick. I think
you could be non-symptomatically COVID positive.
It could be, but I mean,
you also could be fully sick.
Yeah, fully sick, bro. Okay, I need to throw in this joke. I managed to do this at it was at Australian VidCon. I met there's a dude.
By the way, speaking of, what is happening?
Yeah.
With that?
What, with VidCon?
Australia, yeah.
Oh, I think every VidCon Australia has been a fucking failure, and I don't think they'll ever do it again because I don't think they make any money from it.
I'm very curious whether or not they'll do a form of because I know TwitchCon's a thing in the US, but I wonder if they're going to do like a kind of like a TitCon or something.
Oh, maybe.
Because I feel like that's the next kind of thing that people are just going to be doing.
Yeah, maybe. I'm dude. I'm old. I don't know anything.
You're like, I'm old.
I'm very old. I'm trying to think of this guy's name. He's an Australian rapper, and he's Sikh, and he had a track a couple of years ago called 1 in 100,000, which was really fucking good. And also I've had a couple of cocktails, so I can't remember. But I did meet him at like a VidCon type thing, and I had to say to him, it's like, dude, I can't help it. I do the dad joke. You're a fully Sikh rapper, because he's Sikh. No, I'm probably half Tim Smith at the moment, and I can't fucking wrap my head around how do I look up who this guy is. If I was sober, I would like snap. I know exactly who he's, and
you can't wrap your head around who this rapper is.
Exactly, but he is based in Sydney, and he is Sikh, and there's a really fucking good video on YouTube. I think it's called 1 in 100,000.
Okay, is it Sudeep Singh?
No, that's not his name.
Sukhdeep Singh.
No, that's not him.
Sikh rapper. Elfresh the Lion.
That's him. Elfresh the Lion. Elfresh the Lion.
Cool.
And he's a very nice guy. He is an incredibly nice
I haven't met a Sikh who isn't a very nice guy. They're just nice people.
Sikhs are super nice people.
Yeah.
And as I was trying to explain to like a Pauline Hanson voting, what is that, Kyle?
It's washed out.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's Ryan Gosling as Ken.
Ryan Gosling is fucking Ken. That's not a fucking sketch. That's actually gonna happen.
I'm really hoping we don't get content matched on that music. Can you please shut the music off, Kyle?
I have not played the music.
It's not me.
Oh, it's me. Jesus Christ, I'm blaming Kyle. I'm blaming Kyle for something, and it's me.
Yeah, thank you for that.
I know.
Jeez.
Okay, Angry Aussie, what a dickhead.
Yeah, right. Such a
Fuck
I
that
know.
dude.
What a
Jeez.
shithead who blames other people for things he's doing. But yes, no, I met El Fresh Line. He's an incredibly, again, Sikh people tend to be very nice. I remember an incident where some Pauline Hanson voting fuckwit was calling Sikhs like Islamic terrorists. And I was like, okay, first, if Sikhs weren't such nice people, they would be so much more anti-Islamic than you are, because they are not Muslims, but they are, broadly speaking, Sikhs are super nice people, and they do great work in various communities. And it's like, you dumb redneck fuckwit attacking a Sikh person because they happen to be wearing a turban and calling them an Islamic terrorist. It's like, okay, fuck you, you ignorant, mouth-breathing piece of shit. Sikhs have more actual justified reason to have problems with Muslims than you do. But broadly, Sikhs are such nice people. They don't do weird, bigoted shit. And so it's super fucking weird to see some absolutely uneducated fuckwit Pauline Hanson voter attacking a Sikh and calling them a Muslim terrorist. It's like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. What the fuck are you talking about? But yes, and thank you, Dr. Abigail, because I think you are sober and I am not. And you are able to do Google Foo and find El Fresh Line, who A, is a very nice person, B, does really good music, and he has been doing really good music for about 10
Google
years.
Foo is strong.
When I'm sober, my Google Foo is pretty good. I'm just not sober at the moment, so...
That's a song by Tool.
Yeah, but I met him at some YouTube event, and he was super nice. I said, "Yeah, bro, I have to say, I cannot resist the dad joke of calling you a fully Sikh rapper." And he just laughed and said, "No, that's good. I like that."
Everyone, Angry is repeating himself. Take a drink.
Take a drink. And Dr. Abigail is so on board with the take a drink thing. If I repeat myself, which I do sentence to
That's
sentence,
part of the Angry Bingo.
Angry Bingo is like repeating myself sentence to sentence, mentioning Behind the Bastards, mentioning Blind Boy,
Taika Waititi.
Okay, but okay, well, it gets slightly
I have a
different.
story about Taika Waititi, actually.
Please share me a Taika Waititi story.
I am not, and I will preface by saying that this is actually a friend of mine and not me. So this had happened during the time that Taika was shooting Love and Thor in Sydney. Not Love and Thor.
Love and Thunder.
But I think it's the one before Love and Thunder when they were shooting.
Ragnarok?
That's Ragnarok.
I think that might have been they might have been shooting Ragnarok or something. And it was the night, I can't even remember. I think it was like June or something. And Tessa Thompson, Taika Waititi, and Rita Ora were all here in Sydney. And my good friend was at the Imperial.
Just saying that. Sorry.
I know, right? You're about to get even more hornier.
Thank you, Kyle.
My friend was in the room when Taika Waititi and Tessa Thompson and Rita Ora were all hooking up.
Sorry.
Yikes.
I'm just going to leave the room for like 90 seconds. That's all it's going to take.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then my friend walks up to Rita Ora and says, I shit you not. He said, I love you, Kelly Clarkson.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Okay.
That's so funny. That's brilliant. I fucking love
And I was like, whoa, okay, you're not gonna make any friends with Rita Ora?
That's
Damn, that's cold.
That's brilliant.
And like to actually go up to him and be like, and to go up to her and be like, oh, I love you, Kelly Clarkson. And then Rita Ora's response was like, I'm not Kelly Clarkson.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Again,
That's hilarious.
I will never get over that when there was that image of it was Taika and who was it who was just canoodling on a balcony.
It would have been Rita.
It was he.
It was Rita,
him, and Tema. Fucking
Tessa Thompson.
Tessa
and,
Thompson.
yes,
Thank you.
Rita and Tessa, and they were just canoodling, and the paparazzi were going mad, and it was just hilarious. And the stories you heard were like people from Disney going, "Oh Jesus, okay."
Yep.
But also, this is what I
Please,
realized
don't.
like halfway after. Taika Waititi is not monogamous.
No,
he's not.
no. It was all consensual, open, and whatnot. But
And
Disney
his wife
were
was
just
supportive
like,
of it as well.
yeah, no, his wife.
Yeah.
But Disney were just like, oh my god.
Oh my god,
I'm
they
not
were fucking
okay.
crazy with. They were crazy with fucking somebody leaked Selena Gomez's like shirtless pics or something,
Yeah.
and like she had to stay in Disney for a whole day.
Yeah, but it was just like, how can you possibly be upset at the beauty of those three just canoodling on a balcony? But Disney were like, honestly,
You know what happens now that Disney runs the world? It's fucking scary.
yeah, they were just kind of like, could you low key it just a little bit?
Yeah.
It's just like, it was so fucking funny. They were just like, they didn't give a shit. And just,
They have such a brand specific image, so I'm just like,
yeah. And again, I don't think Disney really admonished them or really, they were just like, oh, why were you doing it on a balcony? For fuck's
Could
Oh,
sake.
yeah.
could you just don't perhaps?
Just do it in the bedroom, for fuck's sake. Why were you
Yeah.
doing it on a balcony? It was like, I don't know, we're all just sitting on a balcony and we all just went, shall we snog? And three of us just went, yes. It was just, it's just,
The answer to that is always yes.
it was so fucking funny. It was hilarious. And what was interesting is because we're gearing up to Thor: Love and Thunder being released, so there are more and more.
Which I
Taika
cannot
Waititi.
wait.
Oh, that's probably going to convince me to go back to a cinema with other people. I said that to Mrs.
Yeah.
Angry.
I'm
I've
gonna
been
make a
very
bit of a
iffy.
dangerous.
They're gonna have like Zeus and Hera in it as well, and fucking Tessa Thompson and Natalie Portman
Yeah.
fucking on screen at the same time. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna
haven't
watch from
seen
Horny Jail, I
any-
think.
I've been very like behind on Marvel films, so like I probably am not gonna end up watching that.
There's probably going to drag me back to the bit in the trailer with Russell Crowe as Zeus going like, "Boy," and ends up with Thor being naked.
Take off that
and,
mask. Flick.
You flick too hard.
Yes.
It just looks so funny. It looks so
Yeah.
funny.
I tell you what, guys, what I want to see. I want to fucking. I can't wait for that. I'm so excited. It's just come out today, and I'm so excited.
Sorry, what was it, Kyle? I missed what it was. You're into.
You dropped out.
Lightyear, Buzz Lightyear's origin story.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen any Toy Story movies, so I've no stake in this
Okay,
movie.
I've watched all the Toy Story movies, and I was very into them. Probably not so much the last one. I have to admit, I have zero interest in the Lightyear movie, so I don't know.
Buzz Lightyear was like my favorite character growing up. So like, which
Fair
So
enough.
over here,
Hash-
Mrs. Angry came in here
Doctor
and
Who was my favorite character growing up.
Sorry, who's your favorite
Of the
character?
of the of the
Doctor
Toy
Who.
Story universe.
Oh, I didn't watch any Toy Story.
I
Ever. I've
love
still
Toy
to-
Story.
To this day, I have still not watched any of the Toy Story movies.
Toy Story
Okay.
3 is my favorite.
Can I just mention to you, as a Doctor Who fan,
Mm-hmm.
why Abigail? There has not been an episode. I just. This is very important for me to say this.
Go
There
on.
has been an episode where
Sorry,
have
you're breaking up again.
units And
Han,
the
you're breaking up
Cybermen-
again.
Oh, am I? Oh shit. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep, you're good.
Great. Doctor Who episode where Unit and the Cybermen are there together.
Yes.
Han,
And
so
because
is
of the
this
fact of
Han? Is this John Pertwee? Is this
Yeah, who's the
or
doctor
is
in the
this
one
modern-
Richard Starr?
or is this
This is
Tom
modern.
Baker? Or is okay? This is modern. So is this
this is modern. This is like post 2005 White
2000
Pariah Christopher Eccleston time.
Yeah.
Time.
Oh, okay.
This is like for me, this would like sit between like maybe the Sontaran stratagem and closing time.
Sure. Okay, so which
And-
doctor are we talking about?
Sounds like
either David.
Oops, you're breaking up again. Definitely
breaking up again.
In fact, you're. Oh no, now you're back. I think.
Sounds like
I-
Danger Eyebrows.
Can you hear me now?
Peter
Yeah.
Capaldi.
Yeah, but I was just but I just wish there was an episode where the Cybermen and the Unit were there, and that the Cybermen had like they had nobody like left, and so they had to find a new way of like stuff. So basically, just like recruited Unit soldiers and turned them into Cybermen.
Okay.
Okay. It's a plot.
It's a plot,
okay,
right?
okay. I'm also looking forward to they're completely changing how they make Doctor Who next year. And
Are they?
No, they are. The BBC is not actually making it. They've licensed
Oh,
independent
that's right.
production
And
company.
have you seen who the next Doctor is?
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Shooty
Ah.
from Sex Education.
Yes.
And again, I'm really intrigued to see, are they playing him as African? Are they playing him as camp? Or is he just going to be English? So there's a whole and again, the showrunner, he is teasing, yeah, we're gonna fuck with you, basically, which I love.
Yeah.
Again, because Shooty is such a great actor. He's very, very, very good. But there's a whole spectrum. He could play him as African. He could play him as English. He could play him as Scottish because he grew up in Scotland, and he could play him as straight, or he could play him as camp. I am fucking here for it, quite honestly.
There's
intrigued.
there's the trans person as well now as well.
Yes, there is a character. There is a Rose character who's trans. The actor playing them is trans.
My God, the right wing is gonna kill themselves now, aren't they?
I haven't heard about this.
No, there is a Rose Tyler character, and we
Yeah.
don't yet know, is it Rose from like an alternate dimension, completely recast,
Okay.
or is it Rose's daughter? So we don't know. But again, the showrunner seems to be having immense fun just fucking with people at the moment. He's saying like, I'm not going to tell you a lot because I don't want to detract from Jodie Whittaker's last episode, which is coming up later this year. But he's basically said, as soon as Jodie's stuff is finished, you won't be able to get rid of me. I will just be here in your face the whole time telling you about shit I want to do with Doctor Who.
But I wonder, Andrew, how much of this is literally because of a lot of the weird pushback from sexism around Jodie Whittaker being the Doctor, and so now it's just a time of like pure like fuck off, I'm gonna do what I want, and then I know
Yeah.
my fans are gonna be for me.
Yeah. So sorry, on Twitch, Keymate saying, "Are we talking about Dragon Ball Z?" We can.
I've never watched that.
Will talk. No, I've watched very few. You heard DBZ and no idea about.
Dragon Ball Z.
We'll talk about literally anything. And despite the fact I am almost completely unfamiliar with Dragon Ball Z, I will fucking go there. I just remember Goku and this stuff about people dying and they end
Dragon's Balls, and
there were definitely
talking about
jokes about testicles. There were definitely testicle jokes.
we were talking about Cybermen, as in cybernetic men.
Yeah, but by the same token, I will go for literally anything pop culture. So, and the fact I know nothing about it won't stop me from having an opinion. Yes, bum fungus. I think that's where we should go. We should go for cyber sex man.
Cyber sex man.
Yeah.
Isn't that a spin-off from X-Men?
Pretty much. I think there's a crossover. See, Keymate, you're worried you heard wrong. I think there's a cross between Dragon Ball Z, Doctor Who's Cybermen, and X-Files, and where we end up with cyber sex men, and that's what happens.
But we live in Australia. It should be Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, but
really.
Also I'm okay. I don't think Dragon Ball Z was ever. It's like I don't say ZZ Top. They're American, so they're ZZ Top.
Yeah, but I like fucking with people.
Again, fucking with people is fun. Definitely.
Yes.
Bumfuck. Is that ASL bumfuckers?
Wow.
Bumfuckers is always good to laugh. They're very funny. So yeah, I've been. Jesus Christ, the 90s chat groups where people just going ASL.
ASL? Yep.
Which again, for you zygotes who don't remember it, it was in text-based chat. Someone was in a chat group and they were basically trying to work out who could they hit on. They were asking for age, sex, and location. And yeah, Keymate knows. No, Keymate knows what it's about. 1 PM. Yes. Mm-hmm. No, we're all on board. Dear. Jesus Christ. The fucking internet, man. Jesus. So what the fuck? Yeah, bum fungus. There are no girls on the internet. It was dudes hitting on dudes. And even there was an IRC chat room I was on in the 90s, and when we were bored, we would create new accounts and act like, because a lot of it was actually a pretty good mix of male and female, but if we were bored and wanted to fuck with someone, we would just create a new IRC account and pretend we were a naive female and see which dudes in the group were super helpful, and and then we just go, "Oh, you horny motherfucker!"
You fucking troll.
We would do that shit all the time. But again, the things I hung out, there was actually a decent mix. As I don't know if anyone has a long enough memory. I've said this so many times on YouTube, but my firstborn, young Ms. Angry, actually has a decent stake of claiming to be the world's first internet baby, as in she was the product of people who met through the internet who would never have met if not for the internet. Her mum and I met through an IRC chat group when I was still living in Sydney and she was in Melbourne, and we met up through an IRC chat group and ended up having offspring. And so my firstborn has a legitimate claim to being the world's first internet baby. And I'm not counting as like people in Silicon Valley. That doesn't count. If they were in Silicon Valley and they met and they fucked because they were both autistic and they never would have met anyone without the internet, that doesn't count because they were in the same place. Me and my offspring's mum were, 800 kilometers apart. We never would have met without the internet. So I'm throwing it out there. My firstborn has a legitimate claim to being the world's first internet baby. I want to see if anyone. She was born in 1997. I want to see if anyone can beat that. Where both parents were in geographically dispersed areas and would never have met without the internet.
I'm in a very weird situation where that wasn't happening, but if I explain this badly, it's going to sound awful, but I swear to God, it's totally fine, which is my mom,
Sorry.
oh my God, hang on, sorry.
I'm just wanting
I'm
this to be really fucked up, Kyle, but keep going.
No, I can't, it's easy, it's harder to explain than it actually is. But so my mom married my cousin's mother's brother. Does that make sense? No.
No, it's sounding like a Pornhub subcategory at the moment, Kyle. I'm just throwing it out there.
No.
Sounding like a.
No, I swear to God, it's not no. So my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
So they both come from different families, but they both kind of married into a family because shut up, people.
Diddling, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, we're all hearing banjos, Kyle. That's all I'm saying. Really?
So my mom. Sorry.
I think
I'm gonna kill you all.
Not going to be able to get anything out because we fucked with him. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
My mom married. Oh.
Sorry. Look at this. Sorry, Kyle, to distract you. Kevin, mate.
No.
When you were
please do
16,
something.
mate, Netflix computer unlocked. Which email signed you up to? Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, we all did that. Signing people up to porn sites. We all did that. Kyle, sorry, you've made a number of attempts to say something that we won't fuck with you on.
Yeah, we'll stop
no
now.
promises, but I think
Okay,
we're going to fuck with you.
Let me try and explain it one more time. So my
Do it,
mom,
Kyle. Do it.
So
do
my
it.
mom and my dad from different families, but my cousin's parents are in the exact same thing where my dad's brother married my mom's sister and it became a thing. And that's kind of interesting because we were
It certainly is interesting.
it's not terrible. It's completely
not.
What do you mean it's not?
No, you said it's not terrible. It's not. It's not terrible.
No, exactly. You guys are just immature.
Oh, dude, I am definitely immature. Safa, yes, I mentioned that earlier. That was a script on my work computer for a video I shot just before the stream. I haven't switched it off yet. But yeah. Bumfungus.
Hey, if you were really brand, if you were how many
loops in your family tree, Kyle?
I think I'm the loop.
I'm just drinking water now because it's like okay, it's 9:30, so half an hour. I'm not staying late, although I theoretically could because I don't have any work ready. I Saturday night is shaping up to be a big night, and I need to get enough sleep in the lead up to that. Dr. Abigail has planned to come across to give me moral support. Saturday night, young Mr. Angry is having his delayed 21st birthday. There will be 20 to 30 20-somethings here on Saturday night, which will be... Oh,
Can
my
I
God.
can I arrange a lift to your place?
No.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't.
no. It's Saturday. We can definitely do that. We can definitely do that.
You
you
absolutely
can-
cannot do that.
You can
Okay, we'll
either
talk about it
stay
tomorrow
here
night,
or-
I guess.
You can either stay here, like sleep in the spare room, or go home, whatever. But I could definitely pick you up on Saturday.
Awesome.
So, but yes, having because I also think Mrs. Angry is just going to be fucking hiding from the noise.
Yeah.
Young Mr. Angry, we're going, okay, for your birthday last year, I bought a little marquee thing from fucking Bunnies last year, which we never used, which is still in the shed. So we're talking about tomorrow maybe buying a heater so people can be in the backyard tomorrow night. And he will tell people, yeah, okay, my dad's doing a live stream in the kitchen. So if you walk through there, you are fully aware you might be on the internet. But also, his friends are fucking solid. His friends are really good. The people he's invited. So, but Abigail is going to be here to give me moral support. We're going to hang out and do shit. And there'll be a bunch of 20-somethings, and we will fucking cope with that however we do. So yeah, Dr. Abigail, you can either stay here and maybe sleep in the spare room, or at a certain point go, fuck this shit, I'm bailing and getting a taxi or an Uber home, whatever. I was talking to young Miss Angry today, and he's going, yeah, you should stay here till like, and I said, how long do you think your friends will stay? I don't know, 3 or 4. And I'm like, you know I'm old, right? If I stay up till 3 or 4 a.m. wrangling 20-something, I will be fucked for several days afterwards. And he's like,
look,
whatever.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm still like, I'm still 3 or 4able.
Yeah.
And thank you, Nettie. I really appreciate that.
Also, Nettie, yes, Dr. Abigail's outfit tonight.
What's my name again? Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Dr. Abigail. Sorry. Yeah. But I am relying on Abigail on Saturday night.
I will be there, and I will. I bought
a couple of supermarket freezer
helping
today.
Oh yeah, we can make some pizza and
yeah, I've got some pineapple and some onion.
Have some whiskey tastings and maybe a couple of martinis.
Fucking hell, yes.
Yes.
No, we're going to sit in here and occasionally these 20-somethings will wander through and go, sorry, you old people actually look cool. What are you doing? And we're like, bro, we're fucking doing shit. But again, I trust young Mr. Angry. His friend circle is pretty solid because he actually makes decisions and said if someone's a dickhead, he actually cuts them out. And so like, okay. Yeah, I feel good as a parent that both young Mr. Angry and young Ms. Angry, if someone's a fuckwit, they'll just call it out and say, yeah, honestly, you're a fuckwit. And when we do a group thing, we're going to cut you out of it because too many people will be uncomfortable if you're there. Because you're a shithead. Oh, what was that plant?
Oh, it's a Dieffenbachia mariana.
Sure.
It's a plant. It's green. It's on my windowsill. I just pruned some dead leaves because it's winter and not all the leaves are getting
Fair enough.
sunlight.
And
yeah,
Zap was actually asking, will we be doing frozen pizza or bought pizza? Dude, they're both good, is all I'm saying. Honestly, but for Dr. Abigail's preferred pizza is pineapple and onion. I'm going to make that myself. I bought some frozen pizzas and some
margarita with pineapple and onion.
Yeah,
yep.
I bought some pineapple
and garlic. Garlic is very important.
Yeah, so I can pan fry some pineapple, garlic, and onion, so it's caramelized. And because I did that, when was the last time I made that pizza? I'll make this for Dr. Abigail, and I really liked it. So,
yeah.
And also, I'm just throwing it out there for anyone who likes pizza. Coles has pseudo-Nazi pizza, Dr. Oetker pizza, half price this week. So
that pizza is terrible, but
no, it's not.
Dr. Oetker
pizza fucking awful.
No, Kyle, Dr. Oetker pizza from Coles.
Nah. Sorry, it's fucking terrible.
All right, bro, you've got to fucking come to Melbourne, man. You've got to come to Melbourne. I use Dr. Oetker 4-cheese pizza, and I put a few extra toppings on it, and it fucking rocks. And again, we excuse the fact that Dr. Oetker was apparently a Nazi. And, we will make it.
Here's the thing. So technically is my condition.
You've got Nazi conditioner?
No, I don't have Nazi. My condition that I have, my medical condition, was coined by a Nazi doctor.
Oh, Asperger's.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Okay. So we don't say Asperger's. We say autism spectrum.
Autism spectrum disorder.
Asperger was a fucking Nazi. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Absolutely. Nobody thinks I should do a big shouty cooking show. And that's why if I ever win Lotto, I'm going to start a distillery. It will be called the Divergent Distillery because there are a number of people in the streams who are neurosexual, divergent, and so we're doing it.
I'm
Shout out
neurosexual
to the
divergent.
Neurodivergent.
Isn't that a YA novel?
What?
Probably. I always laugh because
neurosexual divergent.
who are either
No,
sexually-
diversion is, but neurosexual divergence.
Yeah. No, my friends who are neurodivergent.
Oh, that's an adult novel.
Yeah, my friends who are neurodivergent post stuff on socials, and I go #relatable. Then I go, oh, hang on, wait a second.
No,
Why am I finding?
I'm
Why am
sure
I finding
Chuck
this so
Tingle will get
relatable?
on board with something neurosexual divergent someday.
Yeah, no, Chuck Tingle.
if he
love
hasn't
his deal.
already,
Chuck Tingle fucking rocks.
he's a treasure.
And yeah, just the stuff Chuck Tingle is fucking incredible.
Chuck Tingle.
Tongue Tingle? Chuck Tingle.
Oh, go home angry. You're drunk.
I know. Fortunately, Dr. Abigail, I'm home. So
Oh, gee.
I'm hoping not to break any glasses, so no one has to call taxi. And yes, Bum Fungus has accurately gauged I'm cooked.
Yes.
Dude, fuck
Indeed.
yeah. Fucking hell. I'm just drinking water now, but I don't know how many drinks in the first hour and a half, and it was like fucking hell. But again, I haven't had a test. I bet I'm going to go back to bed because what happened when I actually had COVID and I was doing streams going, I don't know, do I have COVID? And I finished the stream and I went to bed, and at about 10:20, my phone went ding and woke me up and said, you have tested positive for COVID. I was like, why are you sending me texts after 10 o'clock at night? Fuck you. But I'm thoroughly convinced I will test negative this time. And
Fair enough.
oh, Justin, hi. What's the stream about? I woke up with symptoms that could arguably be consistent with COVID. So Dr. Abigail and then and nobody, we had a whole plan that we're going to come over. I just messaged them and said, don't come over. It's probably not COVID or influenza, but at the very least, you were at risk of getting a cold if you come over. I just can't be a thing where I make other people sick. So I told everyone not to come over. I'll get my test results sometime in the next 12 hours. I'm quite convinced it will be negative for COVID and will be negative for influenza. I think I've possibly got a mild cold. But you listen to me, I sound kind of normal if drunk. Drunk is good. I started the night with 2 martinis. Then I had a whiskey and rum barrel-aged cocktail. I finished that, and then I didn't even announce it, but I made an old-fashioned with Star Wars Solera. So I am fucking hammered at the moment. So
Go drunk, angry. You're home.
yes, go drunk angry. I'm home.
Mhm.
It's fucking real. So Safa, if you were asking how long I've had a COVID test, it was approximately 12 hours ago. About 12 hours ago, I had a COVID test because I woke up with symptoms. But I feel fucking fine. And again, alcohol is possibly a remedy for COVID because I had a bunch of alcohol in the last hour and a half, and I feel fine right now. I think I've got a cold. I think I've just got a cold. But the testing center said we test for both COVID and influenza. So I'll get, I don't know, a result sometime. And I'm pretty convinced it's going to be negative. I think I've just got a cold because I don't know. I went out on the weekend 3 times, 2 dinners and 1 lunch. I was at lunch with Dr. Abigail.
I will just say angry that
Yeah.
you going out 3 times. Hang on, let me just. This is gonna work.
In fact, I probably went out 4 times. But anyway.
This
So-
this has been my movements for pretty much the last couple of weeks. I don't know if you can see that.
No, that's just a white screen. But
There we go.
on listen to it, there we go. On Saturday night, okay. So on Saturday, I went out. Saturday was World Gin Day. I went to the Brogans Way Distillery and had their special gin cocktail and nibbly matches. And then I went to a pub that was just up the road to have dinner and a couple more drinks. So I was in 2 different, very crowded venues on Saturday night. On Sunday, I went out to 1 venue for dinner, and their drinks were okay, but not exceptional. But there was a really good cocktail bar just like a block down the road. So Mrs. Angry and I, after having dinner and some average drinks, went to the good cocktail bar, had a couple more. And also, that was on Sunday. Also on Sunday, I met up with Dr. Abigail and Nettie and Nobody and Aidsy and Boss of the House at a Crate Place. So I actually went out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places in 2 days. So it's no fucking wonder I've got something approximating a cold because I was in 5 crowded venues in 2 days. So, fuck it.
And
So I don't
colds
think
are going around.
Yeah.
Colds and flus are going around at the
I
moment.
don't think I've got COVID. I don't think I've got influenza because I feel, broadly speaking, fine. Just vaguely scratchy throat, vaguely phlegmy. It's probably just a cold. I'll get because I had a PCR test earlier today. I'll get that result. I thoroughly expect it to be negative for COVID, negative for influenza, which means I don't know. I've just got a cold at the moment. But if it doesn't go away by like Sunday, I'll probably go out and get another PCR test just to be sure. But fuck it. Yeah. You can say I'm not that gone. The main thing is tonight I'm not sick. I'm drunk at the moment. So
You're not
And
drunk.
how?
You're like me a couple of nights ago when I went out with a film journalist. Very tipsy.
I guess I'm only tipsy. Like I think I'm only half Tim Smith. That's our gauge.
Did you
here's
say
the-
you were half Tim Smith?
That's still too drunk to drive.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely half Tim Smith is too drunk to drive. Any responsible
Yes.
person will not drive a car. I can feel it. I'm fucking hammered at the moment. But Tim, when you saw the blood alcohol reading Tim Smith had, you go, no, he was fucking shit-faced, and that's why he crashed into someone's fence. He didn't even have an accident with another vehicle. He just crashed into someone's fucking fence because he was
Yeah.
shit-faced. And because he's
Yes.
he's a garbage human. But yeah, no, I would absolutely not. Jesus Christ, I would not leave the fucking house at the moment because I am inebriated.
Well, if I looked like you, I wouldn't leave the house either.
Fair call. Fair call.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh,
No, that's
Oh.
fair.
here for that burn, I've got some
Yes.
spray here.
Yes, spray some aloe on me for that burn. Oh, yes.
I
So,
don't mean it. I don't mean
No, I know. Again,
know.
I worry about anyone who wandered in just go, do these people hate each other? No, we're friends. We're just fucking around at the moment.
I've only met you a couple of times. You're more of an acquaintance than a friend. No, I'm kidding.
I know. In terms of actual physical engagement, Kyle and I have only been in the same place a couple of times, whereas Dr. Abigail and I have hung out heaps. But
You
yeah,
Melbourne
like-
people. You
we're internet
Melbourne
acquaintances.
people.
Ooh, I was just going like my cherry floating around. Yeah. Sorry, I love. Oh my god, I love the Luxardo maraschino cherries. And people say when you mention a brand, is that an ad? Are you sponsored? I fucking wish these people would sponsor me. It's like my life would be made if I had trucks just backing up to my driveway, delivering me pallets of Luxardo cherries. That would be it. My life would be made. But sadly, I buy my Luxardo cherries. I don't get them free. So,
Look, you do what you can, and you make things that happen when they can. Actually, I just discovered a really good sushi place near where I live. So now I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to try and lay less fucking shitty food, and I'm going to go to that sushi place a little bit more.
But I found my first win was the Brogan's Way Distillery, where I bought a couple of things from them, and I went in there, and the guy who was the venue manager recognized me, and I went, "Yes, this is it. This is what I want." People who make
It's
booze,
happening. It's happening.
people who make booze to recognize me and give me free booze. It's like, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Icy, what's Icy Saracen saying? After the fat Aussie bastard. No, we were not best friends. We were definitely opposite on a political spectrum. Then he stole money from cancer kitties, and it's like he's
Oh, wow.
he's a gross racist fuckwit who.
Who's this?
There's a guy called Pete Finn who had the YouTube handle the Fat Aussie Bastard, and he raised money that was supposedly for a
Oh.
kitty's cancer thing, and he
cool.
was convicted of misappropriating that money. So I'm not saying anything outrageous. So it's like he was a gross racist, Pauline Hanson loving fuckhead who then
Well, I mean,
subsequently-
how much more worse is that than what's his name, Marcus Dibble?
I don't know who that is. Sorry.
Oh, Marcus Dibble was was like more of one of those like not reaction. He was very much one of those YouTubers that was grooming like an 11-year-old girl. And
oh no. Oh no.
yeah,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
he there was another guy who he bullied so relentlessly online, a kid online, that he actually committed suicide.
Oh no. Fuck that. Yeah, no. Fat Aussie Bastard was just a racist fuckhead who stole money from cancer kitties. And that's just fucked. So no, Safra, he wasn't in jail, but he did have to pay a huge fine for all the money he raised under false pretenses. Fuck that guy, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, again, I've been on YouTube long enough to see a bunch of people who turned out to be predators or scammers or fucking pieces of shit. Again, it's very unsettling when the people who cultivate an image of being very with it and progressive and supportive and whatnot, who turn out to be abusers and predators, and there's a fucking truckload of them in the last, how long has YouTube been around? 17, 18, 19 years?
2006. I think it's kind of started. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I joined YouTube about a year after it existed, and there's been so many stories about just creepy, fucked up people. Sorry. Yeah, no, I'm going to bed in 5 minutes, definitely. Sorry, Mrs. Angry's just poking her head in the kitchen door, and Mimsy came in because the kitchen door opened. Shut up, Mimsy. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to finish in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, I need to go to bed as well. I've got an early one. I've got an early one tomorrow, and I am seeing 2 films tomorrow night.
Yeah, fair enough. And I have to, for my, I'm going to work tomorrow. I have to do a presentation where I'm presenting to some senior management on Tuesday. So I am going to go to bed. Safa,
All
YouTube.
right.
I think Safa got that from the internet. American Video started February 14th, 2005. So there you go. 17 years ago. I think I'm up to 16 years on YouTube, and YouTube's been around for like 17 years. So, all right. So I think we're all saying good night now. I think we've got there.
Live long and prosper. Good night.
So, Justin thinks Mimsy showed up in your dreams. That's really unpleasant, Justin. Honestly.
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper. So tomorrow night is normally
Peace
Friday
and long
night.
life.
Tomorrow night is going to be a truncated stream. I probably won't go past 10 because I need to.
I'm not even going to be here tomorrow, so
That's okay. Saturday night
Cheers.
is probably going to be really fucking full on. Young Mr. Angry is delayed 21st. Abigail's, if all things being equal, is going to be here to support me. So tomorrow night will be like probably a 2-hour stream. Saturday night might be a big one. Whatever. We'll see what happens. But you all take care. I hope you look after yourselves. I'm going to say